Cooking In with Joycelyne. Today we're going to take advantage of more summer fruit bargains. Do you ever go to the market and you find a whole package like this and it's like $1 and you can buy all kinds of bagged fruits? And I thought we would make a cobbler, a dessert that's very refreshing and it's healthy because it's got a lot of fruit in it. And I'm going to show you an easy way to make a cobbler. Well, I washed the nectarines that I found on sale and I pulled off the little tags. That's why there's the bald spots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can just free them from, like, see, that works perfectly. This is stone fruit, and so I'm cutting it into wedges and I'm going to put them in this bowl. So luckily, if you can unlodge, if you cut it in half, and then if you can just unlodge the stone like this, so you don't have to lose any of the fruit. Nope, this one's not working. So we'll just go around and trim off the fruit into segments. I'm leaving on the skin because it's going to give it a little texture. So I've sliced the nectarines into the bowl, and depends on the sweetness of your fruit. If it's really sweet, you don't need so much, but you're not sure, you just put a little bit. I put some on top, and then you can taste it if you wish, and then add a little cinnamon. Cinnamon is really good because it's an antioxidant. It brings out flavor in some of the fruits. Of course, it depends on the fruit, but then you can just stir this around. It's so simple. I just have a pie pan, and the reason I have sort of this size is to save energy. Instead of using my huge oven, I'm going to cook it in my tiny toaster oven. It's more efficient, and it doesn't heat up your whole house in the summer. So now I'm just going to see how this looks and spread it around evenly. Now we're going to make the topping, which is sort of a takeoff on a French apple. You take equal amounts of brown sugar and the same amount of butter and mash it together. So you've got the butter and the sugar, and you can add some flour. I mixed some flour in here, and cinnamon. Put your cinnamon, and to give it a little flavor, just a dash of sea salt. So and gives it a little crunch. And if you want to moisten a little bit, if it's too dry, I just take a little orange juice and I pour that in. You can use whatever you have in your kitchen and just put that on the top. And this is going to be crunchy when it bakes. And I'm using a tiny toaster oven. I like using this oven because it's very efficient, it's small. You can put this kind of oven in a small space in an apartment. If you don't have a lot of kitchen space, it doesn't take very much, and it doesn't heat up the entire room. And in the summer, that's a benefit, especially in Southern California where it gets hot. I'm going to set it at about 30 minutes, and I'm going to put it on bake, and I'm going to put it at about 375. And I'm going to check it, because if it gets too brown, I can turn it down to 350. If it gets dry, sometimes I just pour a little fruit juice. So I like to keep it very juicy. I like to keep the fruit succulent. So that's my little trick on making the cobbler, and we'll see what happens in 30 minutes. So our timer's gone off, and we're going to open up our pie. It's actually a cobbler. Take it out. Do you see how it's nicely browned?